Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going over everything coming into the brand new Fortnite update, which is actually taking place tomorrow. So if you don't already know, Fortnite have just tweeted out telling us that the update is coming tomorrow, and they've already given us a little bit of a preview of what exactly is coming in this update. So let's take a little look. So you can see the update itself is actually going to go live at 2 AM Eastern time tonight, which is 6 o'clock UK time, which is pretty early. I'm definitely going to be up for you guys, so make sure you are subscribing around here. We have recently been having a glitch on the channel with subscribers, so if you guys aren't already subscribed and it has auto unsubscribed you, make sure you tap that subscribe. It seems to be happening to a few viewers, so make sure you are tapping that subscribe and notification bell if you haven't already. But what does this update contain? Well, Fortnite's given us a little bit of an inside. We do have bigger insides on this, but we'll give you the overview to start with. We can actually see trick out your ride with new wheels, so there's going to be upgradable items for your car coming. We've also got sharpen those bow skills and focus up on a special duos cut. Not too sure what I think about that. You know, I'm not a huge... Maybe actually, bows only could be pretty fun actually. I'll see what that's going to be like. It'll be interesting actually. 50 players matchmaking in creative, that's also taking place. That's been taking place for a while. It's been the testing stage. Please note, downtime will be starting earlier than normal. This downtime will also be longer duration than normal, so that's pretty cool. Annoying as well, because you don't really know when it's going to open up the servers. The patch will be released for download a few hours into downtime, so that's interesting. So they're putting downtime at 2 o'clock, but the patch only going to be released a few hours into it. So I wonder if the servers aren't going to come back on for around 8 o'clock UK time. That's probably when I'm going to wake up around there, risk it a little bit. Probably about right, to be honest, if they only release it a few hours in, maybe even 9 o'clock UK time, or maybe even later sometimes. Usually servers come on between 9:30 and 10:30 on a normal update day. But it looks like this time they could come on earlier, they might not. We don't really know exactly when these things are going to come on or not, but obviously only time will tell. With that, I'll definitely be covering it all for you guys, though, all of the changes tomorrow. We will be covering all the car stuff over on the second channel, so if you're not subscribed over there on Buy Post, that is where all the car stuff will be covered. Other than that, all the main stuff like map changes, storyline content will be here on the main channel. So, what do we expect in tomorrow's update? Well, we've actually got a further inside for you guys on what's going on. Obviously, Sparkplug's going to be added in. That's a major change there. That's one of the bosses / NPCs which are coming in tomorrow's update. We will be talking about that more on the second channel, where she's located and what she does. Can you hire her? What does she sell? Does she give you any parts? It'll probably be something to do with the car upgrades, to be honest. So again, we'll be exploring all that for you guys over on the second channel tomorrow morning. Now, we do have a huge blog post here from the creative side of Fortnite, which was sent to me, and you can see this is everything coming into Fortnite Creative tomorrow. Now, I'm not going to read through all this because it's huge, but basically there's a bunch of stuff being removed from Creative temporary for some changes, and this will include the brutes, also a bunch of other vehicles, but a spoiler for you guys, the baller and driftboard have already been upgraded for Creative, but all the other vehicles are getting revamps. They're removing the item spawner plate, player spawner plate, player checkpoint plate, from the device galleries. Now, I don't know if they're going to re-add these in. I hope they do, because this is the sort of stuff that's interesting, and it's what I've been recently using on some of my maps, actually. Not the player spawn plate, I haven't, but the item... Oh, no, I haven't been using the item spawner plate either. I've been using the normal item spawner, so, you know, some of this stuff isn't that important. This is more of like the retro creative stuff. This is getting removed, but it will be still in your maps if you've got it. I'm not too sure about the brute, though. You'll have to wait and see. Also, for those wondering, extra large islands... when 16.2 ships, extra large islands will begin testing with our beta group. So not everyone yet, still some beta users, still kind of limiting the people that can access this, which is, I'm not too sure what I think about that. I've talked about this in the past on Creative. I feel like everyone should have access to these features. Looks like they're limiting it again with the extra large islands, which is kind of annoying but kind of cool as well. Also, welcome to the hub update. So with the addition of extra large islands, for those wondering, basically on the Creative Hub, they're going to have to remove 2 player portals and 2 event portals to allow for more room. And they also plan on making it in the future where you can only matchmake from that hub, so it'll only be matchmaking only and no player hubs. That's something they are aiming to do in the future. That's everything on the creative side, though. Definitely some interesting stuff there. If you just go on creative from time to time, there's stuff in here which is key for us all. So not just creative builders, that it's definitely important to everybody in the community. It's important for people like me, yourself. We don't really do too much creative here, but you know, I like to just touch into it every now and then, and I play a lot of creative mini games with the members and stuff. If you guys aren't a member, you can join down below, and we do that every Sunday usually, and it's really awesome, but with these changes and stuff, it definitely makes it more difficult to do. So yeah, it's interesting to see where creative's going. Not too sure what I think about all of that. Some of it's good, some of it not too sure about the matchmaking and stuff, but we'll definitely explore that further as time comes on. So there's also some interesting stuff happening as well. There's a new cash cup taking place as well, presented by DreamHack, which will be taking place on trios and duos across NA East and Europe. That's something interesting there for anyone interested in that, between 15th of April, 21st and the 12th. To be honest, none of us will probably compete in that unless you're a pro player. We've also got another one as well, V-Book cards. This is an interesting one for those wondering. The V-Book cards themselves have actually been now distributed to UK Game, also France as well, and Germany, to a bunch of stores. So V-Book cards will be coming over to Europe for us. So that's really awesome for anyone based in the Europe region like myself. We also have some interesting stuff with a free spray as well, which is kind of cool. So this is a tournament which is taking place, I believe, on the Asia region servers, and this is something, or is it Middle East? I know it's the Middle East servers, this, and you can gain access to this by just competing in this tournament. Now, I'm not too sure all the details on this yet. They haven't given us the full rules, so I'm not going to talk about it too much just yet until we get a full rule update overview. Obviously, we don't want to just say like we can get all this easily because, you know, it might not be able to yet. So I'll let you guys know when they release the rules for it and see if you have to be in the Asia region or the Middle East region, wherever you have to be. You might have to be in these regions to actually claim it, as actually live there. So we'll talk about that as time gets closer to them for you guys. And obviously Fortnite themselves have also released some early previews for those wondering on what you can kind of suspect in the update. So this is actually on their Trello side, and you can see this is a bunch of the stuff which Fortnite have been working on and trying to fix in the background. Some of these things still aren't going to be fixed for the next update. Some of them will be. Some of them will be fixed in the next following update, which is 16.30. You can see, obviously, here are the ones guaranteed to be fixed in this update. So an issue there with the code green wrap not appearing correctly will be fixed. Arena playlist issues are also fixed. Storm visibility on performance mode will be fixed. Sparkplug NPC 17 boss will be added in. On the creative side, you've obviously got some pickaxe issues there and vehicles not moving properly. This is also being worked on. Like I said, a lot of the things are being removed from creative temporary. Save the world issues as well, two major ones there, and some mobile issues as well, and on Switch. So for those wondering as well, this is something which I was talking about on my channel. For those that have made it right to the end of the video, I actually put a community post earlier. We were talking about we need some people to help with some second channel videos. If you want to get involved with that, you can. It's just go over to my community post and you can see the big post about it. But we posted saying that we aren't looking for Nintendo Switch and mobile players, and I'll tell you exactly why that is the reason, because Nintendo Switch actually falls under mobile category on the Fortnite Trello, as you can see here. So they still use the same sort of program assistant that they use for the mobile, and a lot of the render issues happen on Nintendo Switch. You can see here cosmetics in lobby appearing blurry on Nintendo Switch, 3D resolution reset itself even if the player saved the settings. So this is what's happening on the Switch side and mobile. But one thing I want to mention is the render of skins. So you know when you guys used to request fashion shows on streams and I'd be there like, we can't do it guys because I'm on Xbox and I can't see every skin. Well, the Xbox original, the Xbox, the big old Xbox, which one's it called? It's the biggest one out of them all, I think. It's the original Xbox One. It's just the Xbox One, it's the standard one. That doesn't render that many skins. Neither does the Switch. It's even worse on Switch and mobile sometimes. But yesterday we were doing a video that required people to get bounties and farm bounties for gold, and we couldn't see who the bounty was on the Switch because we couldn't actually see the skin because it wasn't rendering because there was like that many people there. So it's important that for this, I just want to tell you guys, if you are helping out with the channel, the majority of people must be on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and if you are a member and you have Switch or mobile, that's perfectly fine. You still can take part in it. But yeah, you know, I just thought I'd give that an overview just because sometimes people ask me, Pat, why do you always try and aim for people with the consoles? It's not because I don't like Switch and mobile. I do play Fortnite on Switch. You know, sometimes when I'm chilling on my Switch, I play it. It's just because sometimes if you can't see things, you can't do the video. You know what I mean? If you don't know who to eliminate for the bounty, you can't. We have to reset the whole thing. So yeah, interesting stuff there, just behind the scenes stuff for you guys. I don't know if everyone's interested in that. Some people might not be interested in at all, but if you are interested in stuff like behind the scenes and things, this is our hard things sometimes to get when you're kind of like picking on little things, but this little thing affects so much in like a sense of a few videos that we were working on for the second channel. Obviously those that don't watch the second channel, it probably doesn't apply to you if you're just here for the news all the time, and obviously that's where you're here for, and that's that. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to have so many videos popping for you guys. Make sure you guys are there on the second channel for all the car stuff, and on the main channel we'll be doing a little bit of car stuff in the map change video, not too much, and we mainly focus it on the big changes around the world and some of the storyline content as well, because we'll get Raz's new quest line. Other than that, that's it for today's video. I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's videos. Make sure you're subscribing around here, second channel. Once again, this is postboxpat signing out.